Hello, folks. Of course, of course. Oh no, no, people are in the wrong spot. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, here we're gonna welcome to BND, everyone. We're gonna get
Is that
everyone's spot
correct?
right as we watch the. No, Paelias and Finric are totally reversed. We've gotta fix that. We'll fix that as you folks watch the opening. Here we go. Welcome to the BND, everybody.
Dun, dun, dun.
Amazing. All right, welcome everyone to BND, the group of high school friends who attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons over the internet. With us always, we have Erin as Agnes the Bard, Tim as Twizzard the Wizard, Stephen as Finric the Monk, Chris as Paelias the Cleric, and I am Shawn, your ever humble and faithful DM. Welcome to BND, and let's do a little recap from last week, shall we? A little bit of a recap on this wonderful Friday night. So at the beginning of last week, you were still in the Mistral Woods, the Fey Woods that are held within the Mistral Hills. And you had all been basically trapped there by the fairy dragon Amulet, who had given you the quest to retrieve these 6 rings, some by riddles and some by beasts that had basically eaten the old riddle holders. And you retrieved all 6 rings, and you went, after a short rest, to the center of the strange woods where the seasons change as you move around. Finric was actually able to decipher the runes that Twizzard had found, and you all inserted your hands with the rings into the appropriate pedestals, all but Anne. Your hands were then locked there, and smoke came back, came out, and lit a fire in the center, and as Amamir laughed delightedly, you were presented with 6 green dragon wormlings that you had to then defeat. During the battle, Finric got their attention and started the attacking. Fierce battle raged rather, as the dragon laughed. Solar went down, Anne went down, Solar got up, Lily went down. Paelias was like 4 hit points, but you managed to pull through. Agnes delivering the final magic missile to the final dragon, and they all coalesced, their energy coalesced into the Dragon Amulet, the third of the 5 amulets that you've been looking for. Amamir wished you well, and after some debate, you decided to use the pearls in your possession, and the owl feather, and the maybe it was an owl feather, probably some type of owl, to cast Identify on both the Dragon and Shadow amulets, and you learned a little more about them and how they work. You then made your way out of the Mistral woods and hills as the sun was setting, so you are on the northernmost edge of Windbell, and you decided to camp, and you also leveled up. So maybe we'll see some new stuff today. Maybe we won't. We'll find out.
It
Oh,
sounds like Paelias might be making us some kind of food.
Yeah,
yeah.
Paelias is probably making breakfast. Are you making
just
breakfast
woke
for
up and,
everyone,
yeah.
Paelias?
We brought a full kitchen with us. Forgot we did that.
Don't make me mute you, Paelias. Anyway, yeah, so it's 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 yeah, it's morning. You folks are waking up. I'll just assume you set some kind of watch. You've got like a zillion people now.
Well, actually, if we all leveled up, I technically now have the hut.
Oh,
Tiny hut.
some type of
So-
magical hut, huh? Well, arguably you would have had to like meditate and grow throughout the night. So I'm gonna say that you didn't have that for
Okay.
that night. But
Well, we didn't have the hut, but she still learned it.
yes, yeah,
She
that's
knows
fine.
that part, right. Now you can cast it real quick and we can go in it.
I don't think
It's
it's
super
necessary.
useful use of a spell slot.
I don't want to
Yeah, no.
lie on the ground anymore.
No,
There's ants.
no.
There's ants.
Are you getting ants in your beard, Twizzard?
There's getting ants in my pants. I'm not very big, so my pants aren't big, so there's a lot of ants in there.
Oh, for fun.
How
All right.
true.
What would you folks like to do?
Maybe we should head back to town, but not by way of Elsa's arcane trinkets.
Yeah. Has anyone had any more thoughts about what we want to do about this whole thing?
Yeah, we're gonna kill her.
No, I don't think we should kill her.
I got a
don't-
new spell. I'm gonna use it. Knock, knock.
Firebolt. Fireball.
As the sun is coming up, Agnes, you feel a vibration on your sending stone.
Bzz, bzz. Hello. We're fine.
Finally! Where have you been? What have you been doing? Is my daughter alive? It's... you haven't been returning any of my whatever this sending stone nonsense. I've been trying to reach you for days.
Oh, so Brian, well, let me tell you that we passed into a fairy portion of the Mistral Hills,
He's not
and
gonna buy
I
this.
think we were in a big Faraday cage.
What a Faraday? What, I don't know what you're saying. Is my daughter alive?
There was no reception where we were, but your daughter is fine. She is well rested. She actually, she has a cutlass now and a silver
cutlass?
inlaid dagger.
A
And
pirate's
she's getting
weapon?
lessons from Henry, the town captain.
Well, I suppose Henry has some sense in him. Taking her into some mystical, magical forest. What were you thinking?
Well, we were thinking that she would be a great asset to us, and she was.
Are you talking to my dad?
Yes, but I'm only telling him wonderful things about you, Lily. Don't worry.
All right. Yeah, tell him I'm fine.
Actually, doesn't she have a sending stone? Didn't we give her one of them?
Oh, does she?
Probably ran out of battery.
She was Facebook timing and all of her.
Yeah.
Oh, she was like TikToking. That's what she was doing.
Oh.
Damn kids and their magical TikToks. All right. Well, things are almost settled here. I should be able to get on the road. I'll alert you in the coming days when I'm able to come back down to Windbell.
Oh, could you pass through All-Weather Glen to see my my cousins there, the McDavins, and pick up my bagpipes, please?
You're kidding me.
Well, if you're passing through, but if not, that's fine. I will send for them some other way.
Fine, I will get your bagpipes.
Come to
I
get snacks.
Thank you.
suppose if you've given my daughter a silver dagger, I owe you something in return.
How many, Agnes? How many days has it been?
I don't know.
Is today dog?
Maybe we should get into town and find out. Maybe well, okay, Sir Brian, what day is this?
Why, it's Dalk, of course.
No, it's dog.
It's always dog.
And how long have you been gone from Bellwether? No, Windbell.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I haven't heard from you in over a week.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we were gone for a week then. Yes, it was quite an adventure.
That's about right.
We
All right,
met
well,
fantastical beasts and
please keep
we
this
know where to find them.
sending stone device on in the future. Thank you. Bye. And the connection goes dead.
Okay, so we were not in the town for a week. So guess what? I think our goods are ready, or at least mine is.
I think yours are. I think mine is not going to be ready until DaBWAHH.
2 days after that, yeah. Sounds crunchy.
Best breakfast.
Sorry.
That's your hard sausage has gotten really hard.
If that's sausage, I'm worried.
Or maybe those are just crisps.
Sausage chips?
I don't know.
Did we ever go and pick up Solar's things, or was she fine with leaving what she had there?
I was fine leaving whatever I had there.
I
I
mean,
mean, a small
we've got-
treasure trove of root vegetables and herbs. Now that I'm free, frankly. But do you really think you can help Torn?
Well, there's a couple of people that we could ask, but I think that there might be some. We might need to explore a little further than this town, possibly. We'll ask, but we'll see.
Maybe we can get that out of Elsa.
Well, no, because then we're gonna have to give her. How are we gonna be able to lie to her? Are you gonna be able to lie to her?
We're just gonna. Oh, you know, I could just make an amulet and give it to her. Wasn't that a plan already? But
Right,
someone's just figured out.
Because you can only make non-magical trinkets.
Oh yeah,
Have we talked about killing her yet?
that's correct. Yes, that's come up too. I think that'd be a lot easier.
I think that we've got the town on our side because of what we did with Falrith, but I don't think it's gonna go well if we start killing other people
Then
in town.
we spend our time and our efforts framing her, making it look like she's evil and just as bad as Paulrith. And then we can
Town killer.
yeah, 3-step plan. Knock, knock, fireball.
Nice.
Hey,
I especially like the third step.
Finric, could you slide to your right a bit, please?
I'm just not sure that I can be on board with that.
Why don't you go hang out at Skye's place? Spend some money.
Well, I was gonna ask Skye first, but is Skye after a week now friends with Elsa?
All right, she's number 2. After we hit Elsa, we get Skye.
Hey, come here.
Let's go around killing everyone.
It solves all our problems.
Well,
We're in trouble with that.
And there's 2 more amulets out there. One is on the island that we don't know how to get to, and one we just don't know where it is.
right.
Okay.
And you've got a stone person inside your bag of holding. Don't forget.
It'll be fine.
He
We
could
can leave him.
be
We can
someone's
leave
lawn
him
ornament
at
for a bit.
yeah. We can leave him at the ringing bell, like a lawn jockey.
I mean, sure, we'll give it a try. We'll give it the college try.
Well, we need greater restoration, so let's ask around to see if anyone has the spell greater restoration.
Back to the magic bakery.
All right, you guys heading into town?
What's good?
Yeah.
Which way are you going to approach?
I think that we
Yeah.
should go by, not by Elsa's trinkets, but on the other side of the Church of the Rose.
Should we ask
one.
anyone in the Church of the Rose if they have the power of greater restoration, or do you want to just go to the Winking Owl first?
I mean-
That's not a bad idea.
I'm the only one at the church who would have that power, and as we've discussed already, I'm afraid the Dawn Father has not graced me with that power. But I do
sorry, I
have
didn't
to
realize
get.
you were listening there, Ed.
No, I'm always listening.
Okay, no, that's. I mean, that was.
To
that's
be
good.
honest, though, I do need to get back to the church. Bridget's probably awfully worried, and if we've been gone more than a week, well, I mean, who knows how many weeks?
Yeah, I mean, maybe she's learned the spell of greater restoration in the time that we've been gone.
I have not learned that spell. But I'll agree. Elsa or Skye are probably your best bets.
Okay.
I'll be
Noted.
right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Should we have talked about killing Elsa?
Let's talk about it again.
What benefit? We need.
What alternative do we have? She wants our stuff. We want our stuff.
You think we're boobies?
There's 4 of us. With one of her plus a cat.
I don't
She's
know.
probably gonna turn us. She's
So
probably
wait.
gonna turn on us at some point.
Okay. So basically, if we give her the dragon amulet and then try to take it back later, at some point she'll like what turn herself into a dragon, and we'll have to like defeat that.
Well, so if she turns into the dragon, basically she would just be able to fly, and it's only if she fails on her counters that she would turn into a cursed green dragon wormling, and there she would not have any ability to control her actions.
Mhm.
And so we could basically fight her until she's unconscious and then take the amulet off of her. And
Oh man, what have I
return to
missed?
Alpha.
Let's do that before she turns into a dragon.
But she's pretty powerful.
And being a dragon's gonna be less powerful.
We
Right.
killed those dragon wormlings.
But you think it's just gonna be a regular dragon, or is it gonna be Elsa in a dragon body?
It's going to be those dragons that we already killed, but a cursed one that doesn't have control over their actions.
Do we,
Elsa would not be able to control her actions.
do we assume she doesn't know? She won't know how to use the amulet, or won't figure it out?
It's not an amulet you can attune to. So being more powerful does not make you more.
We don't know that she would turn into the cursed dragon. She might, saving throw out of that. She might be able to prevent it.
Right, but she would only be able to essentially cast fly on herself 5 times. I mean, it doesn't allow her to breathe fire. It doesn't allow her to do much else. It just ups her intelligence by 2.
I say we give her a conjured amulet, and when she's like, "It's not magical," we're like, "Oh, we've been swindled. Oh, we're so mad." Whoa.
What if we were to go to Skye and see if Skye had something that looked like the amulet and was magical?
Like word travels.
That is true. And they are somewhat friendly.
Do we need to go back to town? What are we going back to town for?
Well, all of our stuff is there.
My buddy and my buddy is in a bag, and we're trying to make him alive.
We want to drop them off.
But we need to go to town for that?
No, well, yeah, because Sky's there, and maybe she can help.
Okay. So can we go into town without seeing Elsa?
We're gonna try.
Yeah, if you
Right.
want to,
Her cat will definitely be hanging
Yeah.
about, but we
That's
might be
nice.
able to hide the dragon amulet somehow.
Well, if we avoid her, we know that she's going to know that we have it.
Okay, can we try something? If I was to cast invisibility, I think I can cast invisibility either on myself or on something. So maybe we could sneak by without Elsa knowing that someone has an amulet.
I mean,
Should
right
make
now
that
you
film.
guys are
That's
literally
exactly
off
right.
the map. You're up above, this whole.
I mean, would she know, like, if we're just literally not displaying the amulet, like, if we had it in, like, a pocket?
The cat was able to tell that we had some, like, sending stones and that we had magic on us.
All right, cat's on the list too.
Yeah, we should kill it. So, all right, what do we do? So, do we have a place where we can put the amulet or hide the amulet and not bring it in town with us?
I think that's an extraordinarily bad idea.
Yes, we do. We have
Thank you,
a
guys.
place where we can hide it. We do. That's not
Where?
too far off of our path right now. It is that big tree that has an entrance to the tunnels underneath Gregson's
The one
house.
with the booby trap?
Yeah, the one with the booby trap.
The one that all the goblins would use to go through?
Yeah, well, they're all gone. And we reset the booby trap, but I know how to disengage it.
We did kill a lot of goblins.
Could we hide
You
it
did
in there?
kill a lot of goblins.
Yeah, if we can get there without her knowing, because isn't that in town?
No, it's outside of town,
Okay. Yeah.
in the hills.
I would rather, like, stay out of town with the amulet and let you guys go do your thing than, like, just drop the amulet somewhere.
Well, that's true too. We don't all have to go in. We could leave somebody out.
All right, well, Mr. Twizzard's the one with the amulet.
I'm just holding it.
Right, but we're giving it to you because it would increase your intelligence if you wore it.
That's if I
We
wore
could
it.
give it to Lily.
I mean, we could always just hot potato toss it between each other for a while. I don't have to be holding it. It's only like, oh, I suddenly need to be smarter. Pass it to me and I'm gonna wear it.
But that's why we have the ones that we have.
Oh yeah, Twizzard, you're smarter now. Tell us what to do with it.
I've already been laying down the best plans possible. Fireball the town.
See? Good plan.
The entire town.
Because, you know, setting fire to the town hall and part of Leaf Bottoms wasn't, you know.
And now we're in the
enough.
town's good graces.
Well, I need to talk to Leaf Bottom about these beans that I have, find out what they are.
They're the magical fruit, of course.
Yeah, the more you eat.
All right, so we go into town, but don't go past Skye because the sky's the limit.
No, Skye. No, it's Elsa that wants the amulet.
Oh, man.
That was good, Tim.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Would you object to me going back to the church, or perhaps I could go first and see if the coast is clear?
Who said that? Is that the cat?
That's Anne,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
the tabaxi.
All right.
She's a tabaxi, not a cat.
Sorry.
Did you put a setting stone?
It's just that you look like a cat.
I'm
Well,
a
she
cat
doesn't have a
person.
Is there a way that she could communicate with us to let us know if the coast is good?
I have various powders I could put in the chimney of the church, send up a signal.
Oh, okay. When you don't think that anyone would find that suspicious?
I suppose it is dark. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
If I saw smoke on Donk, I'd be like, hold on. Something's up. Today is Donk. Why do I see smoke?
Why is there smoke coming out of the Church of the Rose on dark? That's ridiculous.
Come on, days, Donk.
That must be a secret signal sent to a party of adventurers.
I mean, if it was Bagonk, I would understand. But today's Donk.
Oh my god.
Setting stone to give her?
Well, she'd have to spend an hour to attune to it.
Well, we could send Lily in with her. And Lily has a sending stone that she could talk to us.
Lily allergic to cats.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
Would it
yeah.
matter?
No.
All right, so Lily, I would like for you to go in with Anne, check out the town, send us message as to whether or not we should follow, if it's safe, or if you think that there are certain people that are acting suspicious and might be looking for us for the wrong reasons. And then you can go to the Ringing Bell, where your father will be joining us at some point this week.
I don't know why we're tiptoeing around. It's one little old lady. And we're terrified of her?
She's powerful, man.
There's like 4 of us, and we're super powerful.
We are
4.5.
super powerful.
You too, Billy.
I mean, what level do you think she is?
I haven't tried to figure that one out.
Because we're level 4 or 5?
No, we're 5 now.
We're 5? So 4 5s. I guess we're level 20 put together.
Yes, we are. We stand on each other's shoulders.
Is that how that works?
One.
Well, I mean, if you multiply it by 5,
We're level.
but I don't think that's how it works. Okay.
625?
I'm okay with going into town. I just don't want to pass Elsa's trinkets. I don't want to make it that easy.
You know Elsa's going to be in whatever store we go to, having tea or eating magic buns.
Yeah, I mean, you can go.
That's going to be our bad luck.
You could either go in this road, right, this side of the church, and Elsa's is over here, or you could even circle down around and come in, like the way you originally came in from the keep.
I don't think the amulet should go into town. one way or another.
Do we want to split up, or do we want? How many people do we want guarding or staying still with the amulet?
Well, if we keep people outside, we have to have a reason for keeping them out. So we'll have to say that they died or went a different way or something. But a reason why they're with them.
I could say that I'm heading back up to Bellwether Glen to go get my bagpipes or to meet Sir Bryant.
Well, you should go into town to get your new
Cloak.
clothes. Yeah.
Are you the only one that can pick that up? Can one of us
I
pick
think
that up?
mine might be the only one that's ready.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be weird in case it needs to be fitted.
Yeah, but I would have a good excuse for not returning right away. So, well, I mean, I could always go in, pick up my cloak, say I have to hurry off to Bellwether Glen, and then leave, pick up the amulet, and head up to Bellwether Glen. Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Cricket?
Sure. Okay.
So what's the
I could
plan?
bring Lily with me too.
I thought I was going to the church.
Yes, well, right now we're seeing if it might be okay for me to head in with you too.
Our plan is evolving, Lily. Run with the punches.
Okay, okay. I'm willing to do whatever.
Okay. So if this is something we might want, Shawn, how far was the ride from Windbell to Bellwether?
Well, so right now, the Mistral Woods, or hills as normal people know it, is in between you and Bellwether. So you'd have to go east to the road, then take that north, then come back west. So it would probably take most of the day, if not the whole day.
Okay. Well, not that that's a terrible thing. I just wouldn't want to go by myself.
Sure.
We should split up, I guess, into groups then.
Well,
Although, I mean, if any shit goes down, then we're pretty far apart.
right. Which is why I don't want to split up, but I do understand why we really shouldn't have the amulet there.
Well, rather than taking like a day's trip somewhere else, why don't we just run in and talk to Skye, and then run back out, meet back up with whoever's not going in and talk to Skye?
Where's Galdinger?
Goldinger is to the north.
Why don't we send Lily to go meet up with Galdinger and take the amulet?
Oh, he's in Wesleyville. He's in the capital of the country. That's a multi-day journey.
Okay. He just left his daughter with us? Man.
Yes.
Yeah, that was like 5 episodes ago, dude.
Yeah, but come on, dude. Doesn't he know us?
You fight well, and Agnes certainly protected her.
He might have.
Some guy like leave his daughter with Ateum. Like,
I mean, she's 19. She's not like. Yeah, she's like 18 or 19. I don't know.
Don't excuse his poor parenting.
all right.
Once you turn 14, it's like, get out of the house. Good job.
I know, right? She's surprising. She's not married.
He's got 10 other kids.
Oh my gosh, don't even go there.
All right.
You know she's interested in Salty now.
It's true.
Guy has me a honeycomb.
So what should we do?
Run into town as fast as possible, find Skye, get the goods, run out, get a boat, swim across, or boat across, and go to that watery island.
Oh yeah, we gotta find Nate.
Nate and Jenkins.
Yeah, we need.
But we don't have a compass to point to the.
We'll ask Skye about that.
We need a
You
compass.
didn't know anything about any compasses except for the one that now points to your ass.
The compass that now points to your ass.
What do you use?
I swim to the magical island, then use the compass.
Where is the magical island then?
Wherever I swim to.
What a great plan.
Can we do some research at the bookshop? Maybe there's some books about topography.
What are you looking to do research about? That's Anne.
Oh, and we are looking for an island which might contain something we're looking for.
Another amulet.
Oh. I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about islands.
Well,
But your compass in the Church of the Rose, does that have any,
We're gonna need
I
it.
guess, magical?
Significance?
Yeah.
I mean, certainly the entire church is a conduit for the Dawnfather. Through Pelor's grace, I'm able to do many wondrous things, but I could cast augury and see what the Dawnfather. If you had a question, I could ask a specific question and try to read the signs, as it were.
Might be worth it.
Let's do that.
yeah.
We got no one else to ask.
So what question do we want to ask before she casts augury? So that way we have it set.
Well,
Where's-
I mean, we're trying to find out where the island is, but I don't know that that's an answer that we'll get. You know,
Well,
Usually, just to explain things, I usually get by reading the sticks, I can usually tell if the course of action would have good results or bad results or a little of both.
Well,
Or
we're gonna do it
just-
anyway.
Sometimes Pelor can be mysterious in his ways.
well then why don't we ask if we should give the amulet to Elsa?
Maybe that's a good
That's a
one.
good question.
To the
Yeah.
church.
See what Dawnfather thinks about that.
That's
Oh.
on the edge of town, right?
I can commune with Pelor anywhere. If you remember correctly, that's when she tossed the sticks with the golden jewels in them. So she sort of sits down and meditates a little and casts out the sticks. And I'm sorry. It seems that there will be both good and bad results if were you to give the amulet to Elsa.
I like those odds.
Yeah. What about if we don't
It
give it to
seems
her?
that she both desires its possession, but perhaps also its destruction, and you would be caught up in that.
Okay.
She wants to destroy it?
We'll just tell her we'll destroy it. And then everything will be good.
No. She wants the destruction that comes from the amulet. Not
What-
that she
what
wants
destruction? It makes you fly.
with all 5 amulets? Or all 4?
Well, she didn't say she wanted the other. She
5.
just said she wanted one. Or is it? Are we
She
assuming
wants
if
the-
she knows about the others, she'll want them?
Well, she wanted the one in the Mistral Hills. I don't know if she knows where other ones are.
Well, I think our course is clear.
Oh yeah, really?
I
What
agree.
is it?
I agree. Let's go.
You tell us, Paelias, what you think the course of action should be, because I'm at a loss.
Let's break out the fireballs.
Good. I have
We
2
can not allow this woman to cause destruction with this amulet.
All I know is that Skye was Elsa's student,
Apprentice,
So that-
yeah.
apprentice. So that means that if Skye is as powerful as she is, Elsa's going to be even more so.
So
And she probably would have been on par with Falrith, if not more.
Is Skye
She just
powerful?
didn't care enough.
That was not impressive.
Right. That was the whole thing that set Skye, that basically drove a wedge between the relationship, was Skye knew what Falrith had done to take over the town, and Elsa was not willing to act against him.
so let's get Skye involved.
Well, if we're as badass as Falrith, Elsa will be unwilling to act against us.
Ooh.
I love
That's
how
not
one
really
new
hard.
spell is just like one new spell goes straight to Twizzard's head.
Well, I think that at least some of us should go into town to talk to Skye to see if she knows Greater Restoration, because it would be nice to have Solar and Torn help if possible. Maybe.
When you say that, Solar's face is like, I mean, I'm very grateful for helping me get out of that cursed woods, but I'm not fully certain I understand what you're talking about.
Well, we need to get Torn back to his flesh to yourself.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely, and we'll definitely be in your debt. I don't know who this Elsa woman is or what you're talking about, though.
Yes.
You don't either.
How about when some of us go and do, I guess, errands in the town, that someone can bring you up to speed, Solar?
Maybe she should go into town and meet this Elsa person.
Like a spy.
I mean, I could explain to her at the church what I know of Elsa, certainly.
Okay, and that's Anne?
Yeah, that's Anne.
Okay. Just
we're at the limit of my female accents, and they're bad to begin with. So.
Well, no, I'm pretty certain that it was Anne.
No, you
Okay.
are actually, Agnes. I should give you more credit. Compared to these other fools, you actually understand me usually.
Okay.
I just forgot she was there.
Well, she's stealthy, isn't she?
Okay.
She is filthy. I could definitely use some bath.
All right. Well, I definitely need to go and pick up my cloak. I don't mind stopping in to see Skye. And I don't mind stopping by the ringing bell and picking up anything that we might need if we want to take a longer journey somewhere.
Do we need more food? Last time we bought all these supplies and finished them in one day.
We need more food. It's been a week and I'm hungry.
I don't think you actually finished them, did you? You were just talking.
I feel like we did.
You were just talking about stealing Solar's food or something.
We ate the pies.
We ate the pies.
You
on
ate
the
all
way
the
out.
pies. Yeah, you ate all the
On the way
pies.
out the door, we ate the pies.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, so
Right. Course of
really-
action. Let's do it.
Into town. Charge.
I can hang back. I can protect the amulet.
So are you going to stay out of town then?
Yeah, stay out of town.
We can tag team.
Do Mr. Twizzard and Paelias want to hang back?
Oh.
Well, because you also have the... Well, you're the one who currently has it in your possession.
I'm just holding it.
Yes, I know. But it would probably be best
Watch
if
this
we...
neat trick I can do. I can let go of it into
But I
someone
don't-
else's hand.
But I don't think we should split up so it's just one person alone. Nobody should be alone.
All right.
So if one person hangs back, it should be at least two people that hang back.
All right. I will hang back as well.
All right.
All right,
Cool.
what would you like to do?
Sorry, who did you ask?
Finric. What is Finric interested in
Okay,
doing?
I'll go into town.
Okay. So I guess Anne is heading to the church.
Yep, Anne's gonna head to the church. Solar and Lily will go with her to the church.
And Finric and I will go to the tailors and Skye's winking owl.
Perhaps before you go on your errands, could we unload the statue of Torn at the church? Not
And
that I
why?
don't think you're a very safe and trustworthy individual, a fellow monk, but were there to be a battle, I would prefer the stone body of my love not to be in it.
But we always win.
I think it sounds reasonable.
I mean, you
Yeah, I'm
have a
gonna
100% track record as far as I'm concerned, but
Okay,
We
so we,
also have
so we sort of shimmy it.
all right. So you folks head down the Mistral Hills, skirting away from the farms and the road that would lead you in directly past Elsa's arcane trinkets, and instead you sort of head a little bit east and take that road in that'll lead right past the Church of the Rose. So you get to the Church of the Rose. You all very carefully stand the statue of Torn the monk sort of just inside the church. Bridget is immediately excited to see Anne back, but then when she sees the large group, she gets immediately shy and goes off to make a cup of tea. Anne is going to explain to Solar as best she can the temperament of Elsa. She doesn't know the full history that you folks have with her, but she can explain that much. And Lily will chill there.
Is that our whole group there?
That's your whole group, yeah. So
No, Paelias.
No,
You have to decide somewhere.
Okay.
you guys are still here then.
I thought maybe we could hide in the church. Figure out that compass.
You could definitely,
Oh,
yeah, if you guys want to stay in the church, you can stay in the church.
is the church outside of town?
No, but it's on the
It's
edge.
the border, right?
It's on the border, correct.
Do you want? Is that safe? Do you think we should do that? Because that would be useful. We figure out that compass.
That's a
Let's throw caution to the wind.
Let's do it.
All right.
We're the Atam.
Caution.
I at least pull my cloak over my head to disguise myself.
You do what?
I pull my cloak over my head to disguise myself.
Yeah, I'll put my hat on too, so I can look like Twizzard.
Two Twizzard.
Why don't you look like someone completely different? Why don't you look like Sir Bryant again? You do him so well.
Too late. His hat is done.
All right.
He's walking down
All right.
the hill.
I'll look like Sir Bryant.
Oh.
All right. God, where's my Sir Bryant?
Two Twizzards though. Oh man.
Amazing. All right. So you put the hat on. Images of people you've seen, basically from the most recent, going backwards, flip through your head, and you focus on Sir Bryant. All right, and Twizzard covers up his mohawk with his hood. There we go.
Unrecognizable.
All right, and thus disguised, the four of you all told, go down the street. And where are you going?
Well, I thought that Mr. Twizzard and Paelias were going to stay in the church.
Nope.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait,
Did you
why did you disguise yourselves then?
Oh, I thought we still had like 100 yards or so to get to the church.
Yeah. And besides, people can come to church.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
We're still disguised.
All right. You are disguised. You're at the church. You've dropped off the statue. You've dropped off. So you guys are chilling with basically Anne and Lily and Solar. All right.
Wait, who's at the church?
Anne,
And Lily.
Lily, Solar, Twizzard, Paelias,
I
Bridget.
guess
the strong guy.
And Storm.
He
Bridget,
just knew-
Bridget, and Torn, the stone guy.
Wait, who's Bridget?
Bridget is the assistant or the apprentice of Anne, who was minding
Okay.
the church while Anne went off on this adventure.
Cool. Hey, Bridget.
And with that, we'll wrap up this episode.
Not
And then
as
next
exciting
week,
as the
no
episode where
anyone
you
going
faced.
to town.
Not as exciting as the episode where you faced 6 green dragon wormlings. No, but we're just getting started here. There's still some fireballs to be had, I'm sure.
One is happening. One will happen.
Probably by accident.
Hopefully, we'll not be in the church.
I predict that Elsa will get this amulet. Honestly, I don't think that we're gonna be able to.
All right, so Finric and Agnes, you are heading where?
Colt
Uh,
Club.
cold cloths, yeah.
All right, as you leave the church and start to walk down the road, none other than Salty Baggins runs up. And
Oh, salty.
yeah, so he's like, "Huh? Oh, hey guys, you're back. Where'd you go? Hey, I've got that honeycomb for your wizard pal. Where is he? Is he here?"
Actually, he said that you can leave that at the ringing bell, and he'll pick it up when he's back in town.
At the ringing bell. Okay, I'll leave it there.
But Salty,
Oh,
before you leave,
yeah.
can you tell us what has been going on in the town this past week? Anything of interest?
Yeah, well, Henry and oh man.
Gregson?
Yeah, Henry, yeah, Gregson. Henry and Gregson, they've been having a lot of meetings, and some of the business owners have been going there a lot, and they've been sort of like discussing and like writing a bunch of stuff. I don't know, honestly, I'm not really sure. They've also sent some people off to talk to to the Duke, and yeah, I think it's like really good. Really, I think the town's gonna like be better off.
All right, anyone that seems that they're not super interested in what's going on or isn't happy with what's going on? Dissidents?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Let me think about that. I would have some, I mean,
Distance was a big word for Baggins.
yeah, Nalto's always grumpy, maybe. Does that count?
What about Elsa? Has Elsa come out of her arcane trinkets? Or is it just her cat?
I don't think she. I've definitely seen her stupid cat. I hate that cat. I throw rocks at it whenever I see it. But yeah, no, I haven't seen her herself. She wasn't at any of the meetings, at least. But her cat was.
Cat?
Yeah,
Oh.
her cat's always around.
Hmm.
But yeah, Nalto's been pretty grumpy. But I don't know. He's always grumpy.
Okay. All right. Just continue to keep an eye out for anything that you think might be interesting to divulge to us.
Yeah, I had this honeycomb ready like a week ago. I don't know where you guys have been. I mean, it's a little less fresh than it was when I procured it. But I don't know.
Well, I'm sure that however you procured it, they don't want it back anymore.
No, probably not. All right, I'll leave it at the ringing bell with Dagus.
Twizzler will be very excited to see it.
Yes.
Maybe he'll be a little excited.
Not that excited.
Didn't I give
Plus, he already gave you.
Well, yeah, but I've been holding on to it for a week. I mean.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
We'll
Fine.
We'll see.
See you later.
What do you want?
And he leaves a little more dejectedly than he ran excitedly up to you. But
I got something else you can have.
Fireball to the pants.
Fireball.
Salty, sticky fingers.
Well, now they're covered with honey too.
Yep.
Probably gnawing on that honeycomb. All right, I guess we'll continue on our way.
yeah, where are we going?
Colt's.
Oh,
Claw.
Colt's Claw. All right, so you enter, and there's a slight chiming noise. You know, the wind chimes go off as you enter. That just makes it worse. You got to go this way. La la la. Reverse camera. Do, do, do. Hello. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in forever. I thought you'd be here right away to pick up your garments.
Well, you said a week for mine. Are
Yes.
they both ready?
They were ready last Dalk.
Last dog. So 2 weeks have passed?
I don't know. I mean, certainly since you've seen me, it's been 2.5 weeks.
Oh.
It's good to see you.
It's
Well,
very good to
I'm
see you. I've got both of your items ready. The cloak turned out magnificent. And while the life preserver was a new item for me, I think I did quite the good job. And so he they bustle off behind and come back out and present the cloak to Agnes and the life preserver to Finric.
All
This is
right.
fantastic. What does it look like?
Yeah, Colt, can you describe what you've done here to us?
Oh man.
I know that mine should have some hidden pockets.
Oh
and
yeah. Many hidden pockets. Yes, of course. Many hidden pockets.
lined with the tartan in a nice wool.
Yes, and you see you can hide it entirely if you want because it's curved around a little, but if you need to do a flourish, you can show it.
And then the outside was that kind of shimmery dark forest green.
Yes. Elven made, guaranteed if you're still in the forest, it will conceal you very well.
Oh, I'd love it. So I believe we agreed on 350.
Oh, let me check my notes, something like that.
I'm trying to check my notes too.
If we have to check the YouTube notes, we can do that too.
I think it was 350.
Yeah, let's just go with that. That sounds good.
All right, so transferring 350.
Finric, you don't happen to remember how
It
much?
was either 300.
I do. No, I don't remember. I have my notes.
Okay.
It was 300 for Lily's silver dagger, and I think it was 350 for mine.
All right.
That's what it was. Because I couldn't. I was like, oh, I can't do both my coat and her dagger.
That's right.
kind
That's
of-
right.
So
That sounds
350.
familiar. And the life preserver. Did you decide on a color, Finric?
Colt did.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
I
If
think
you...
I wanted it the
I think it was
pattern, the town pattern.
Right. I took a little bit of liberties. I dyed it a bit more vibrant, so it would be sure to show up in the waves in case you needed someone to rescue
Yeah.
you. And try it on. Let me see how it fits. Yep. And then there's just one strap here. Yep, and one there. And it should hold. It should. I made some test ones, and I tried them myself at the end of the docks. Nate and Jenkins thought I was crazy, but I did it. And it's actually quite light, and it should dry out within maybe 2 to 3 hours.
That sounds pretty good.
I hope that it serves you well.
Cool.
Oh,
Now,
and look underneath right there. And underneath there's like this bright brass whistle sort of underneath the
Nice. Can I give it a little?
Oh yeah.
Two?
Oh yeah, it makes it clear, cuts right through. It actually sounds really loud inside the shop. Oh yes, that'll work. That'll get someone's attention.
That's quite a thing. Cool. So that was 200.
Perfect.
Are
Pleasure
you
doing
okay
business with
with
you.
a couple of this in platinum as well as gold? Like, can I mix?
Absolutely. And they go behind the counter and take out this like strong box and like a key and like opens it up.
And it's 10 platinum or 1 platinum for every 10 gold.
Oh, that's correct. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 10 platinum and 250 gold pieces. Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And now I have a beautiful handmade cloak. Which I guess everything is technically handmade, but you know. Made by the finest tailor in all of this land.
I will. The colors won't be correct, but I'll send you a image of your cloak and what it can do.
Okay.
Now all you need is a dagger.
Cloak and dagger.
I
Well,
get
this
it.
has the dagger. We might as well ask Colt while we're here. Since we last came in, anything happening with the town?
Oh, many things. We've been having lots of meetings. Nate and Greg. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah.
Henry?
Henry. Yes. Wow. Oh, so many things have been going on. Henry and Gregson, I think we figured out he will be something called a mayor, and they are going to. There'll be a council. I'm on the council. Can you believe it? They put me on the council, and we'll be helping to run the town and make sure that it remains vibrant. There's even been some talk that the fishermen have been doing a little better on their catches of late. So, I mean, that's all good. And, yeah, who knows? The sky's the limit.
Well, that sounds absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad that this town is coming back full force.
Yes, as am I.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to go off to visit Skye.
All right.
Maybe have a scone and a cup of tea.
Delightful.
All right.
Alright, so you guys leave there, and as you leave the shop, Agnes, you see a gray cat outside watching you.
And there's that gray cat.
Oh.
Use the cloak.
Use the cloak? I'm not in the woods. I'm not going to be camouflaged.
Good dagger.
Can I do anything to this cat?
You can pet it.
Can I magic missile it or something?
Hmm.
Can I kind of like try to scare it off? Like, get.
Sure. Give me the intimidation check.
Oh, intimidate.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Let's see if you can intimidate a cat.
Yo, what's the check on that one?
13.
Yeah, I mean, it backs up. It backs up a fair amount, but it is still eyeing you.
All right. Ooh.
Scat cat.
Meow.
You got any snacks to throw?
I could give it my croissant, and then it would be big.
Huh? Terrible idea.
Oh my god.
Well,
That would be amazing.
I think that we can just go to Skye. I don't know if that would be a problem. Just let's not talk out loud to each other, Finric, about anything in particular other than our wonderful new cloak and
You've said that to me via sending stone, right? Not out loud.
yes, of course.
Cool.
Yeah.
Agnes, give me an Arcana check, Agnes.
I think I heard that on the Sending Stone Network. What's going on there?
Only 7.
All right. I mean, from what you've seen of this cat, you're like pretty sure it's a familiar.
I thought I already knew it was a familiar.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, then you know
It
it's.
was a low roll.
Oh, I definitely knew because we went to Elsa's and the cat was there.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, it's also familiar.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that we had already figured that one out.
all right. Sounds great. Sounds great.
Can we kill a familiar? I mean, it's not going to hurt her.
But she also doesn't know what the cat's seen unless she's in her trance, right?
But she's probably in the trance if she's moving
Yeah.
the cat.
Remember, she's got all of those special wards and glyphs and stuff like that all over her building.
You can just record a trance.
So as soon as one of those things goes off, she knows to probably get back into her.
Hmm.
Cat mode.
Yeah.
That's smart.
She could probably feel vibrations or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's smart.
Cookie. All right, so through the sending stone. What?
So I have snuck off to the winking owl.
While I'm intimidating the cat.
Good move, Finric.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So the winking owl over next to Flower Power. Agnes, did you go too or no? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm heading there.
Okay.
I keep looking over my shoulder.
The cat is definitely following you guys.
Dangerous place, wild cats.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely not gonna allow that cat into the winking owl. Plus, it's probably not sanitary. Against code.
Sure, they're real big on code wherever we are.
Right.
All right, so you guys open the door to the winking owl and slam it quickly before the cat can come in.
Okay. Is Skye around? Ding-ling-ling. Hello?
Hello, dear.
Oh,
Hey!
Wonderful. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it been?
strange. Definitely strange. How have you been?
Time flies while you're having fun.
Come in, have some tea. Can I get you a cheese plate?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes,
So,
sit down.
Skye, do you happen to know the spell for greater restoration?
Well. I don't know if I can help you with that. I have... I might be able to.
Well, it's not necessarily for, you know, either of us, but in our last adventure, which is why we were gone for so long, we happened upon one of Finric's friends who had been turned into stone.
Really? One of your friends was turned to stone, Finric?
Well, yeah, to be fair, he had been turned into stone. So when we found him, he was already stone.
But
so
did you have other friends? The odd dwarf and the half elf? Did they also get turned to stone?
No. I haven't seen them in a little bit, but
okay.
We got separated, and we said that we would try to meet back here, but I don't know what's happened to them.
Right. Seems unlikely. In any case.
Wait, what seems unlikely?
That they were turned into stone.
Okay.
Well, let me ask. You know, so here in Windbell, like you and Elsa seem to be like the two people now that Falworth is gone that have the most knowledge of magic and experience with it.
Oh,
but
don't underestimate Sprinkles. I mean, she may be odd, but she knows a thing or two about spells and the arcane.
Flower power.
Yes.
Cool. So we'll that's good to know. But outside of Windbell, like where, like if we were looking for someone who knew the spell of Greater Restoration, is there a nearby town that you would have us check out? Like anyone else that we should speak to that you're aware of?
Oh, I mean, I think you'd have to go all the way up to Wesleyville to find someone that could do that. They have many churches.
Okay.
But you wouldn't be able to do it.
I mean, Elsa certainly could. I did try to remedy things between her and myself. Well, but food only goes so far, and there were some harsh words, although not as harsh as they have been in the past. I'm afraid it was not a rosy, happy ending that perhaps you would have hoped for us, though.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, no harm done. I mean, Falworth's gone, and that's the main thing.
Let's see here. All right, I'm gonna send a message to Finric through the Sending Stone.
Okay.
Finric, do you think we should talk to Skye about the amulet that Elsa wants? Or
Yes.
Yes, but we shouldn't say that we have it.
Correct. But maybe we can say that she had offered us a quest for it.
Okay. All right. Do you want to bring it up, or do you want me to bring it up?
Go for it.
You two went awfully silent for a moment. Is everything okay with the cheese plate?
Oh, well, the cheese is wonderful, but something is weighing heavily on our minds, Skye, and we wanted to talk to you about it, since you happen to know Elsa maybe better than anyone else in this town.
Anyone else?
Oh, Finric, you're a delight. Have some more tea.
I think that's an inspiration right there. So after Falworth disappeared, we had gone to Elsa and we had asked her about a compass, just like we had asked you. And she told us that she would tell us more about this compass if we would retrieve something for her, an amulet. And I'm not certain that I want to do this quest for her so that we could find out about this compass.
I see. What did she tell you about the amulet?
She didn't really tell us much. She just said that if we retrieved it, that she would give us information about the compass we seek. And I don't know if she actually knows anything about the compass we seek.
Did you retrieve the amulet?
No, we haven't had the opportunity. We've been questing.
I would steer clear of those amulets.
Do you know what they are? What they do? There's more than one?
There. I've said too much. This is really not my place. You must speak to Elsa. I'm sorry. I really am.
Should we speak to Elsa? Or do you think we should drop it?
I would not have anything to do with those amulets.
So I'm guessing that they're very dangerous. Or are they just dangerous in particular people's hands? Should they be destroyed? Should we find them to destroy them?
These are hard questions for me to answer.
Oh my gosh, you're making me dizzy, Paelias.
God damn it. I'm trying to set a mood here, Paelias. As an apprentice to Elsa, there were times when she would discuss things with me. She always had her guard up. From what I can gather, though, she has seen things. She knows things. I fear that those amulets, and yes, there are multiple, I fear that they can be used for good, but they came from a very dark place.
Well, that's very understandable. All right. So, do you think that Elsa wants the amulet for herself, for arcane purposes, for good, for evil, to destroy the amulet itself?
I think that if Elsa had a way to destroy those amulets, she would have done it.
Okay. All right.
But
so
I fear she does not know where
found?
they all are. If she told you, if she asked you to retrieve one, then she must trust you to some extent.
Why would she want to destroy them?
I guess you're sending that through a sending stone there, Paelias?
We can hear what he was sitting on your sending stone. We can hear everything.
Oh, yeah. You're on speakerphone the whole time.
Finric butt dialed you. No.
By the way, bring us back snacks if someone's giving you something.
So, Paelias, what question did you want to ask her?
Why would Elsa want to destroy these stones? Like, wouldn't she want them for herself?
I don't know if that's why she wanted us to retrieve it.
Well, it sounds like
She said if she could destroy them, she would have already have done it.
Right. So it sounds like she wants to.
So it sounds like she wants to. So, Skye, based on what you're telling us, if Elsa had the power to destroy them, she would have already have destroyed them already? Do you know if she's come across any?
From what I have gathered, and honestly, I only really remember this because whenever she discussed them, which wasn't often, mind you, it was with such an intensity. She is not everything she seems to be. She is quite powerful, and I am fairly certain that she would seek to destroy them, and barring that, she would seek to lock them away.
Okay.
But for what purpose?
Because of the evil. So she would want to prevent the evil from being, or at least from the amulets from being used for evil.
Correct. They were brought into this world. Well, they were brought into this world to do something, frankly. I don't really know. But I can assure you, Elsa did not. It was something that greatly troubled her. And She also spoke of a great sacrifice, but I never could understand, frankly. The more questions I would ask, the more she would stop talking. But I don't know if it was her sacrifice or another. And as far as, I mean, you started by talking about greater restoration. My arcane knowledge, certainly higher level clerics and druids, and perhaps some other, but Elsa never really spoke of her faith. I certainly didn't follow in those footsteps. I don't know. I'm sorry, friends.
No, you've given us so much more information than we thought we'd ever be able to get about these amulets.
I would stay away from them. If you ever see it, if you ever see one, I would leave it where you found it.
Okay. Well, thank you for that information. I think that we will ponder this quest that Elsa has given us over this pot of tea and cheese board.
Now, when you said the compass, I know your odd dwarfen friend was not very happy with the compass that I had sold him. Is that still the case?
I have it now.
Oh, wonderful.
So that if we don't meet up, we'll be able to find them.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, that is its intended purpose.
Yes. Any new goods come in recently?
Oh, goods come in, goods go out. I have many things. Would you care to look around?
I don't know if I have the... Oh, I do have some money to spend. What? I must tell you that the glass that you gave me was extremely helpful. It definitely saved our butts.
Ah, that warms my heart to hear it.
And I am loving these boots.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
So what other wondrous items? I love this place.
Go ahead and roll a d20. Let's look around.
D20. I don't have to buy it, right?
No.
Unless you touch it.
A 1.
Fascinating. You look around as Finric finishes off the cheese plate and second cup of tea, and you find what looks like it's actually another glass item. So it's about this big around, maybe about an inch across, and it has a it's like a dusky or an older, like an aged silver metal type ring, and inside is a slightly sort of blue tinged circle of glass, and the outside is just covered in runes.
Well, I will ask how much it is before I guess.
Why don't you ask what it does?
Well.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know if she'll tell me until I actually buy it.
Why don't you ask?
Well, how much does this interesting item cost, and what does it do?
Oh, Agnes, you have such an eye for things.
Oh, I do.
Now, it is a bit expensive. For you, I could probably let it go. Ooh, I could probably let it go for maybe 300 gold.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money right now, but...
I understand, dear, I understand. By the way, that is a wonderful cloak. I can tell Colt's handiwork when I see it.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's amazing.
And look at these beautiful wool tartan lining.
Oh, the Windbell tartan, wonderful! I love a
Yes.
little. I love a little spirit. Just a little spirit shown.
Yes. Well, I guess, Finric, do you think that we should maybe talk with Elsa, have a heart-to-heart with Elsa? If, or you still a little on the fence about this? I don't know.
Yeah. Want to commune with the other guys via sending stone?
Yeah. So, I think that
Else for beer.
It's
yeah,
awfully
sending
quiet
stone, I think,
again. Is everything
was that-
okay? You're awfully quiet again. Is everything okay?
yes, we're just
What's going on over there? You guys
enjoying
getting us snacks?
the ambiance and the food and the tea. It's very pleasant and restful.
You guys are taking a long time.
Yeah, what snacks did you get?
Feel free to go out on the balcony to enjoy the view. It's a beautiful day.
I hope
Oh, I
Finric
think-
didn't eat them all, did he?
I think I might want to take a look. Finric, would you care to join me?
Sure. I may have eaten all the snacks.
Yes.
Finric polished off a cheese plate. Probably bought a muffin when we were looking. I don't know.
Smart.
Yeah, so you guys go out on the balcony. It's just through a little door, and you're sort of at the top of this cliff, and you're just looking out over the ocean. And it is a beautiful day.
Okay, and I'm still going to use my sending stone to talk to Finric just in case that pesky cat is around.
Sure, sure.
So Finric, and anyone else in LKM who cares to be listening.
Yeah, you're sort of out on this balcony over here, so you do not see the cat.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I see a dog.
Sounds like Elsa might have some better qualities than we thought.
Well, she called you a booby, so maybe she does.
A booby? I missed that part.
I thought you called Finric a movie.
Oh, she called Finric a booby? You are a booby?
Because he said booby traps.
Okay.
I think I've been called worse. Well, I mean, yeah, it sounds like we either talk to her or we could go to Wesleyville. Not sure what other options there are for us.
If you talk to her, what are you going to tell her?
I don't think we need to tell her, per se, but we can ask her what is her intentions. Why does she want us to risk our lives to procure this amulet for her?
I mean, we've been around for a week.
Herself?
You think that she thinks that we don't have it?
Yeah, where'd you think we've been for a week? Oh, we forgot to get back to you. It took us a week.
Oh yeah,
Around town.
we were just wandering around for a week, but not here in town.
It was probably closer to 2 weeks.
That seems
Yeah.
like it. I forgot we're going on vacation for 2 weeks. We're back now.
Yeah, we thought about it.
Well, why don't you guys go talk to her?
I mean, like, I've clearly we went on the quest, so either we're playing it like that the other people in our party don't want to relinquish the amulet, and we're here to talk to her about her intentions and see if we can resolve this.
Oh yeah, blame us.
Well, so we could say that we did get it,
Mhm.
but we want to make sure that her intentions are going to be for good and not for evil. Like, what does she want
Yeah.
to do with it before, like an exchange?
And I mean, eventually we want to take the amulets and do that thingamajig where we all stand in that room and I don't know, kill Lily or whatever it sounds like.
Don't do it.
So, but is that how it was born of evil? Maybe we don't want to do this.
Maybe Lily's evil.
Maybe Elsa would have more information for us.
Do we trust Elsa?
Just remember, we took out Falworth when we were level 3. Now we're level 5. And we've got 2 amulets.
we also had almost a whole town's guard behind us. We lost town's guardsmen.
And we have 3 amulets.
And we almost lost.
Yeah, he tried to keep himself out of existence. Who knows what would have happened? Though he was like only a few hit points away from dying.
We have a 3-step plan.
Step 1,
Knock,
attack forward.
knock, fireball.
Yeah, okay.
So, do we trust Elsa?
I feel like step 1 and 2 was to get Paelias arrested. If I recall correctly.
Yeah, that was all.
I don't think any of us know if we trust her. I think we have to go feel her out.
All right, we'll go feel her out then. See what you find.
Okay.
Do we want to trade
So-
places? It seems like you guys are. Any luck with the compass, by the way?
And-
We haven't had a switch over to our side.
Oh, yeah, let's switch over to this side. Perfect segue. Thanks, Paelias.
Yeah, no problem.
Since you guys were sort of partaking in the conversation at the Winking Owl, I almost forgot you weren't there. A little excessive use of the sending stones, but so yeah, what would you folks like to do at the Church of the Rose?
So let's go find this compass in the church again. The compass that was like on the floor or the wall or something like that. The ceiling, maybe, I forget.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, the compass rose is our main stained glass window. Is that what you're talking about? Where did you even?
Yeah.
What do you know about this compass?
Oh, it's highly important to our quest.
We need it.
Well, where did you first learn about it?
What's that?
Where did you first learn about this compass? How do you even know? What makes you think it's here?
The compass?
I mean, I don't know. This is Anne talking.
I forget now. We first learned about it through a book, maybe. It was definitely the same picture that I saw in another setting.
Was it the ship's log?
Maybe the ship's log.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Which ship?
we raided a ship. We saw a log. It showed us the compass that would lead us to this island where we could find another amulet. And it looked exactly like this compass rose right here.
What?
So what's the origin of this compass rose?
Well, I mean, it's a holy religious symbol for Pelor. The compass guides, and the sun travels along it, and
The sun travels from...
well, it travels from east to west.
Yeah, okay.
That's true.
I wonder if we could commune with the dawn god, and maybe he could lead us. Maybe the compass is the god. Maybe he can direct us to the island.
Oh, I mean, I could cast augury once more if you had a course of action.
Well, I'd like to commune as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. So augury is a spell that you could cast, Paelias. You would have had to, in theory, prepared it.
Okay. Totally did that. How long does it take to prepare?
In theory, a long rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was my last long rest.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, she probably prepared it, right? She probably has it on her back burner.
Let's say that you can assist her, and perhaps the Dawnfather's response will be a little more clear than it would have been otherwise.
All right.
But it's not you casting it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm helping.
What is the course of action that you'd like to pursue?
We'd like to find this island.
Interesting. I'd like to find an island. All right. Let's give it a try.
All right.
So you sit down with her, or actually you probably kneel now that you're in the church, up at the front, and it's almost noon. I mean, the sun's probably almost directly overhead, and it is shining through. The stained glass window does face south. It is shining through, and She takes out the same sticks with the gems that you've seen her use before, and she rolls them, and I'm afraid it is both good and bad results again. It would appear that the Dawnfather does not know perhaps the outcome of your actions.
Okay. But does he know where the island is?
The question was whether you should go to the island or not. There will be good things that happen, and there may be terrible things that happen.
Can we ask a new question? How do we get to the island?
Remember, I can tell you if this is a good thing, a bad thing, or mixed results, or it doesn't really matter. That's the extent of my ability at this level.
Point in a direction and ask, is this it?
Right? Would there be good things this way?
Now, remember, the more I commune in one day, the more I may misinterpret the results. We probably have one more before there's a chance that it may not be accurate.
All right, we need the right question.
What do we need to do to get to this island?
No, it's
We need a question.
good, bad, both, or indifferent. Those are the answers.
I mean,
Yeah.
before we ask, what logbook was this? What ship? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The good ship, Big Crab.
The big short, big crab?
Big ship, Big Crab.
Big ship, big crab?
Yeah. We went to the lock near the keep.
The logbook?
There was a
Whose
ship-
logbook was it?
Did anyone catch the name
The captain's?
or the name of the ship? It was one.
It was a sunken ship over by the keep.
Had a really
The
big
keep.
crab in it.
It
Ah,
wasn't sunken.
Windbell Keep? There's a ship?
It was partially sunken.
What's that?
It was floating.
It was.
And it was by the keep. And it was
The Sea Witch.
Who was the captain?
do we have the book still?
I mean, you have... Someone has the first 2 pages.
Oh, well, we definitely have the full logbook. We took it out of Faller's house.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You retrieved it. Is it in the
Yeah.
bag of holding? It's probably in the bag of holding.
No, it's in the ringing bell.
The book?
The logbook. It's in the ringing bell.
No.
The
It's in the
two
ring.
pages ripped out. The first and last pages, I think Finric has.
Finric, can you take a look? Tell me who the captain was. Does it say on those pages you ripped out?
Yeah.
Silas
Silent
Golding.
Goldfinger.
Yeah. It's a thick log. The first entry is 2254. Silas Galdinger, captain.
Oh, well, there you go. Thanks.
That's the
Silence Galdinger.
Oh,
Who's-
the Galdingers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a pirate ship, you said.
Yeah, I don't think I said that, but yeah.
They could have had pirates.
I mean, it looks piratey.
Then privateers.
Maybe I just imagined that you said that.
Legal
Yeah.
pirates. We don't. Definitely a big crab.
You know, before, when I was apprenticing to become the keeper of this church, I seem to remember something about the graves of the Galdingers were desecrated at one point.
That sucks.
I don't know if that has anything to do with this compass you're looking for, but that's pretty much the. I mean, there's that. Piander has the book written by another Galdinger, but I don't know if I read a copy of that once. I don't know if I believe everything in that book, but there are multiple Galdinger graves. I believe you even looked at them at one point in the graveyard.
Desecrated how?
You think someone was looking for a compass that one of them had?
She was not. She just said that there had never been an issue with the graveyard except for the one time that the Galdingers' graves were desecrated. I never really asked her more about it. I mean, we're a fairly peaceful town. The thought of people going through a graveyard for anything other than paying respects was so foreign to me, I didn't even really follow up.
Was the Captain Galdinger's grave desecrated? Was it one of the ones?
I mean, I don't know. You're welcome to go back out to the graveyard.
Yeah. All right. We should do that.
We didn't find much when we looked through that the first time, but maybe we didn't look hard enough.
Were we looking for the specific Galdinger? The Captain Galdinger?
I don't think we were looking for him the first time.
Why we were there the first time? I don't remember being there.
We were trying to push on gravestones.
For what purpose?
I love that you look like a Galdinger while you're saying this all, by the way.
Yeah, really.
And Anne is totally not surprised by this fact either. You guys want to go back out to the graveyard?
I guess we should, huh? What do you think, Wizard?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
All right, so you go back out to the graveyard. You remember where the graves are, and so you see Denk Galdinger, born 1478, died 1561. Silas Galdinger, born 2227, died 2273.
Yeah, that's the one, right?
Ronald Galdinger, 2455 to 2515, and Bryant the First, 2495, and you can tell that the date sort of has been scratched out next to it.
So Silas is the guy who's the captain. So is that grave intact?
I mean, it's an old tombstone. It's hundreds of years old.
Why would that one guy's have the death date scratched out?
I don't know.
So the Galdinger that you know is Sir Bryant the Fifth, and this is Sir Bryant the First. Or,
okay.
Well, it's just Sir Bryant. I guess it doesn't say any number after it.
Can we get Unseen Servant to dig these graves up?
Yeah. Good, Unseen.
Which grave would you like to dig up? Denk, Silas, Ronald, or Bryant the First?
I mean,
let's start with Silas.
Yeah, let's start with Silas.
Dig them all, Unseen Servant, but start with Silas.
All right, do you have a shovel?
Unseen Servant, go get a shovel first.
Yeah.
It sort of looks around. It's like, and it like walks out of the graveyard over to like a tree branch that's fallen on the ground and picks it up and like comes back and like presents it to you.
All right, I'm going to use my conjuration spell, my action, to make a shovel.
All right.
There you go.
Legitimate usage.
All right, the Unseen Servant starts to dig at the grave.
Do we have a second one? Because we can dig the other grave too.
Can I cast 2 Unseen Servants?
Is it a concentration spell?
It is. I don't think so.
I just picture you guys like drinking lemonade while these shovels just like dig graves. It is not a concentration. And you can even cast it as a ritual. So if you didn't want to use a spell slot, you could cast it as a ritual.
Well, I already used one for first guy, right?
Yeah.
Can I do a second one as a ritual?
Sure.
What does that mean I have to do?
Oh, you just take longer, but you got time.
Okay. I will do that.
Ritual. So can you do multiple rituals or is it just one?
It would appear that you can have multiple of these.
An army.
Yeah. Dude, make like 20 of them. Make 50 of them.
How many shovels can you make? How many shovels can you make?
Oh, I think I can only do one. I'll have to fight for it.
But wait, an Unseen Servant, I thought every time I think each one is a spell slot though, right?
Yeah.
No, when he does
if I do it as a ritual.
If he does it as a ritual and takes the 10 minutes.
What have we got in our inventory here?
Why don't you just send one to one of the stables or something? Really? There's no shovels anywhere?
We are in a graveyard. I mean, how do they make new graves?
I have a cinnamon spoon.
Let's get the unseen servant to get the bulldozer, or crane, or whatever it is.
Unseen servant, get the graveyard dozer.
Are you casting a second one?
Yes.
Okay. After you finish casting it, so you've been so the first one's been digging at least 10 minutes. Anne runs out of the church and runs up to him. And what are you doing?
I don't get answer nothing.
Anne, you think that Silas has our compass?
You're digging up a grave?
Do you see us doing
We
anything?
just communed with the Dawn Father. What are you doing?
Dawn Father led me to here. Dawn Father told me that the compass is a possibility.
Give me a persuasion check.
A what? What do you want?
Persuasion check.
I haven't rolled all day. I aren't even near me, man.
With advantage?
What's that?
With advantage, Twizzard?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Twizzard's not doing much to.
Oh. Wait, what am I
His
supposed to?
persuasion is +0.
Yeah, I'm not gonna persuade anyone to do anything. At least Paelias has got what is it, charisma?
Yeah. Maybe it is
oh,
charisma.
persuasion. He's got 4. My persuasion's 0, yeah.
I got a persuasion +4, so that means I got 8.
Not very persuasive.
Yeah.
No, I mean this is not. No, I refuse. Why? I don't know what's moving that shovel, but
Well, we don't either. We're just sitting here looking at it. It's crazy.
she like
Maybe the Dawn Father
she
will.
goes over and grabs the shovel. It's like fighting with this unseen servant and takes it away. Where did you even get this shovel?
Second unseen servant, get the shovel back.
So now there's 2 unseen servants wrestling with her,
What is going on here?
Oh man.
and she easily pulls it away from them.
Those damn weaklings.
Anne.
What?
Anne.
What? I don't approve of this at all.
Graveyard's haunted.
Let's talk about this, Anne. We need more amulets.
Why? I don't even know what these amulets are. Why do you think there's an amulet buried here?
No, there's a compass buried here to get us to the island to help us find the amulet. If we get that amulet, we can cause some real cool stuff to happen.
Pelor said that there would be good things and bad things. I can't in good faith allow you to desecrate this grave.
So, all right. There must be a way for us to find out if this guy's got the amulet with him without desecrating it. How can we keep him sacred?
Okay. Okay. I can
I
cast augury once more today. I will ask the
Was
Dawn Father if digging up this grave is a good course of action. Does that sound amiable? Amenable?
And well,
Can we ask him if digging up any of the graves is a good course of action?
yeah.
You want me to ask if digging up any of them?
How about just finding the compass? How about just like digging up the grave with the compass?
If digging up the grave with the compass is a good course of action.
Yes.
How do I know that this is the grave with the compass?
What previous one?
Okay, wait. You want to dig up the 2 graves, right? So just ask if digging up those graves is a good course of action.
All right. So just digging up Silas and the one with the date missing. What? The only reason we're digging it up is because the date's missing.
Well, it's odd.
This is your reasoning? This is your reasoning to desecrate?
There is a grave that we can dig up that's good. Then we could say, oh, it could be any one of these 4. It could be any one of these 30. Unseen servants, get to work.
All right. I will ask the Dawn Father if digging up any of the Galdinger's graves is a good course of action.
Okay.
But I will not do it here. Come with me inside the church.
Can I commune too?
I suppose.
Okay. I like communing with you.
All right, so you guys go back in the church.
Unseen servants come too.
You do have them both for an hour, so you might as well.
Or they could get that shovel back and keep digging.
She rolls the stones and she just like looks at them. All right. Bridget, get the shovels.
Wow.
And Bridget comes out and hands you 2 shovels, and she hands them to you. She says, "You have my permission, but I will not be a part of it. Good luck." All
Thank
right.
you.
You guys have 2 shovels in addition to the one Twizzard made.
All right, let's get some more unseen servants up here.
All right. With that, let's flash back to other folks. All right. You're still on the balcony.
You're good.
Do we know what they're doing?
I don't know.
Second.
Finric, why did we both decide to get together?
These are going great over here.
One should have been with Mr. Twizzard, and the other one should have been with Paelias.
We're so close to a compass. We're closer than we've ever been.
You want us to shoot a flare in the air to know that we're okay?
The Dawn Father himself told us it's a good way to go.
Okay, so if that's true, then Agnes, do we just go help them dig up these graves? Before we...
They have unseen servants doing that for them.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
It is slow going. The unseen servants have a strength of 2. This is slow going.
So we could help them dig up the graves. We could go talk to Elsa, which now I'm a little more reticent to do before we find out what's in that grave. Or we could go talk to what's her name at Flower Power. Or we could do something else.
Okay, well, the Flower Power is like right next door, right?
It is literally next door, yeah.
So why don't we stop in Flower Power first and then make our way up?
Okay. But, oh my god, Paelias turned into a familiar.
Oh. That's his dragon familiar. That looks like a dog. All right, so you guys exit the balcony, bid farewell to Skye, and
Bye, Skye.
and head over.
To visit Sprinkles. Now, I haven't been in here before.
Yeah. That is true. Sprinkles the gnome. It is a bakery. It smells wonderful. As soon as you enter the door, fresh baked bread and pastries. The aroma. There's some spice mixed into the aroma. You see display cases laid out. You see some various also bags of just flour and various other baking needs are on some shelving, and then over on one edge, sort of near where the main counter is the case, the glass fronted case with the more arcane baked goods inside.
Sprinkles.
Does anyone remember what Sprinkles sounds like? Because I'm totally blanking. I gotta take better notes.
I thought Sprinkles had a pretty high...
Yeah, I'm Sprinkles the gnome. That's me. Sure. Okay.
That's it.
Close enough. Hi. Welcome back. How are you doing,
Hey.
Finric? Who's your friend?
This
I'm
is
Agnes.
yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Agnes.
Very nice to meet you.
Anything new in the arcane?
Oh, I'm always cooking up something special, Finric. What are you looking for? I mean,
Well-
these are my normal buns in this case. I always make these staples. But I could be convinced to whip up something different. I can't guarantee I have it right away, but...
Well, I mean, to be honest, we're looking for greater restoration powers.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That can be done.
But this person would not be able to eat it.
Oh. Fascinating. Well, why not? Wait. Let me guess. Turn to stone.
Yes.
Happens.
Now, yes, if someone has been aged or many other maladies, a greater restoration can fix them. But if you can't eat it, perhaps a glaze of some sort, like icing. I wonder if I could do that. I admit I have not done that before.
Challenge?
Can I hear this?
I am excited about that challenge.
And
Now-
even if you could make, let's say, one of your famous buns that someone could eat, I'm sure we might have some people interested in purchasing those.
But we want both.
I mean, they
Yeah.
are an endeavor to bake, and the ingredients are not inexpensive. I would have to charge between 450 to 500 gold for the usual Greater Restoration treat. Now, it is amazing, mind you, but to do it for a glaze, honestly, you would be doing me a favor to tell me if it works. I could probably do it for the ingredients alone. I'd have to say maybe 375 for the glaze. And if you were to buy a bun or two, you know, there could be a, you know, if I'm baking more than one at once, there are some ingredients that would go in the glaze that may be able to be used. Oh, I don't know. How many buns would you be interested in?
I guess we'll do a sending stone over to Paelias and Mr. Twizzard. Hey, you guys want to be your real age again?
What?
For
Yeah.
one low price
Found
of
something that can cure this old man disease.
450 gold pieces,
What?
you might be able to return to your original age.
How many rubies is that?
Good question. You'd have to. Well, I guess. Do you want to ask?
So, Sprinkles, would you be willing to maybe barter for something other than gold specifically? Maybe gemstones or magical items or
I still have a dress.
I mean, gemstones. I mean, there's not. I suppose Mustafa over at We Buy Electrum may deal in that more than I do. I could accept part of the payment in gemstones, I suppose. Yes.
Well, what would the buns? What would buns run? Do you think?
I think she
Let's say
said
we wanted to.
You want 2 buns and the glaze.
Yeah.
2 buns and the glaze.
Maybe we have ingredients already. Need cinnamon,
Let's
I
say
got
this. Let's say 2 buns and the glaze. How about what types of gem? Like a ruby? Is it a fine cut or an emerald? What kinds of gems do you have?
Rubies.
Yes, ruby.
Multiple rubies?
I mean, yeah.
Fascinating. I will take assuming the color and the clarity, I would take we could either do, if you had let's see.
I also have Polar's underwear.
If you had 2 rubies, I would actually give you some change.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
How about a ruby and a fur?
No, wait, hello.
Agnes, you've gotten very quiet.
I just had a very awkward vision pass before my eyes.
You see things.
It's one of those things that you can't unsee once
She's
you've
looking
seen
into
it.
her mind's eye.
Well, something's eye.
Her mind's brown eye.
Wait, Paelias, how many rubies do you have?
I've got enough for that. I've got 3 total.
Cool.
Then you don't need to give a fur.
Yeah, but I want to keep some of my rubies.
I think it was total 2 rubies.
I have a ruby too.
2 of those?
Was it?
Let's put it this way. I would say I would make the glaze and the 2 buns for 1,250 gold. If you were to give me 2 rubies, I would give you 350 gold.
Oh, yeah, so 2 rubies for the whole lot, huh?
And I would give you gold.
Yeah, yeah. How many rubies do you have, Twizzard?
1.
So there you go. We could each give 1, and we could get some gold change.
So the question is your youthful looks worth a ruby?
Yeah. I got 3 of them.
All right. All right. I don't know. I managed
Well,
to.
you could probably actually give gold instead of your ruby if you wanted to.
I've still got some game. Apparently, I managed to get a tree to fall in love with me while we were gone. So
Actually, I think it's the other way around.
the old man look kind of works.
Well, I'll tell you what. Torn is my friend, and I have a ruby. So, Paelias, you and me want to go in on it, and we'll each get 175 gold back, and Twizzard will I don't know, maybe force him to get his youth back.
Yeah, I'm down.
I can pay something if I'm getting something out of it. I'll pay.
He
I'll
can
pay something.
He could pay gold.
Okay.
Let me just conjure some up here.
So it'd be like 600 gold for a ruby?
Well,
I think it's more like 5.
800 is.
We said it was 1250 and 2 rubies. We get 300 back. So that's like 4 something.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, 450-ish.
Right. Well, it was 450 for a bun,
It
and it was like
yeah.
375 for a glaze.
Mhm.
And you said you would give us a package deal.
Yeah.
So just ask her what the total is with 1 ruby and gold. How much gold with 1 ruby would you need?
Well, you were going to give
It
2
would
rubies.
be. Sure.
I could do a ruby and 450 gold.
There you go.
I have a bag of gold coins that we could give her. I'm saying it on the sending stone.
No, you don't. You have a bag of rocks.
Well, no, it feels like a bag of gold coins we can give her.
All right, so 450 gold and 1 ruby.
It will take me a day to make them.
That's fine. I'll throw a ruby and you guys throw in some gold and we'll have it for everybody.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Finric?
All right, Finric, we have a deal.
Sure.
If you give me the gold now, it'll allow me to procure the supplies. My accent fell into a different one, but I can procure those supplies right away. I'm Sprinkles the Gnome. I can do it.
Do you have a ruby, Finric? Because I can just give you a ruby later.
You don't need to give me the ruby now. Give me the ruby when I give you the buns.
Okay.
I'll take the gold now. I'll take the gold now.
There you go.
Instead of COD, it's ROD.
450
Beyond
gold.
delivery.
That's right. Well,
You
come
guys
back,
have to let
come
me
back
know.
anytime.
You probably will, Henrik.
Okay.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
All right.
How's the great disintegration?
I don't know. Let's switch back.
Yeah, we'll have to see what our unseen servants are doing.
All right.
Faster.
So as you guys return to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Sure.
We took Sprinkles instead of Agnes, but Agnes wants to stop at Leaf Bottoms to ask about her bag of beans.
Okay, sorry.
What's Sprinkles going to the graveyard?
So wait, so how is this working? Agnes is going in Leaf Bottoms. Finric, are you continuing, or are you going in Leaf Bottoms too?
I'll go to Leaf Bottoms too.
But you can go back over to the whatchamacallit, the grave.
Okay, I'll go back to the grave.
No, I was talking to the DM.
Wait, what?
I'm going to Leaf Bottoms. Finric, you can go wherever you like.
She's saying you don't need to focus on what she's doing.
Okay.
She doesn't want the DM to know about it. I think he's gonna know.
Yeah.
He's the DM.
I just want to know what kind of beans I have. I figured Leaf Bottom would know.
Got it. All right, so you go into Leaf Bottoms.
I stand guard outside of Leaf Bottoms.
You stand guard outside of Leaf Bottoms. Perfectly normal thing to do. And
You don't want a pie?
so you guys, are you having just the unseen servants dig, or are you helping?
We might need to make a third one to beat the other two to dig faster.
I'm gonna go talk to Anne.
Okay. We are. Are we okay to keep going? I'm okay to keep going, but I don't want to make.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can finish these kind of daily little quest things.
We gotta know what's in these graves.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds
I
good.
also need to get a bag of crystal
Yeah.
beads.
Yeah, let's get these quests on our way.
All right. So
Who's your friend?
Paelias, while Twizzard organizes the. Let's just say you have 4 unseen servants at this point. I mean, why
Okay.
not? Two,
Yeah, it only takes
or no,
like
you
that.
have 3 shovels total. So I guess you have 3 unseen servants,
And then 1 unseen to rule the others.
Yes.
and you're focusing on Silas's grave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our starting one.
Okay. And Paelias, you went inside to talk to Anne.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So you're inside talking to Anne. What are you saying to Anne? We'll do that, and then we'll jump over to Agnes.
Okay. So I'm saying, Anne, I really feel like I've come a long way in learning more about the Dawnfather, and I really appreciate how much you've helped me grow.
Well, that's wonderful to hear.
And I really felt a connection between us when we were communing.
Did you?
I did. Did you feel it as well?
Spiritual connection? Or
Is there any other?
perhaps something more?
Perhaps.
I might have. I admit you showed some prowess fighting in the Mistral Woods as well.
Yes. And you had some cunning skill as well. It was very impressive.
Well,
Your
thank,
wisdom is unbounded.
well, thank you. I admit I've been a little torn about you, Paelias. Current
really?
grave desecration notwithstanding, you have seemed to be, well, an upstanding cleric in your own way, but I don't know. Are you
The grave
saying
thing was really Twizzard's idea.
that? I believe that. I believe. Are you
But-
going to be around? I mean, perhaps we could get to know each other more.
I think that would be a great idea. I think we can definitely make some arrangements to hang out.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Perhaps we could have dinner some night.
All right, I would like that very much.
Have you been to the Singing Sisters yet?
I think that I have, yes, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Oh. She sort of gives you a look.
I mean, I think I was put under a spell.
Ah, How did you feel about Callie and Sally?
Oh yes, they're very pleasant, and you know,
Just pleasant?
fun living.
Just pleasant?
What's that? Just pleasant.
Well, they do have amazing food.
All right. Yes, I would love to eat their food with you.
Sure. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Mac and that.
Give me. She actually rolled pretty high in the infatuation chart, but give me a persuasion check nonetheless.
That's pretty good.
He's gonna walk over to his dice.
Cue the sound
Oh,
of 10. What's that?
What was the persuasion?
Yeah.
I get to add something, I think.
4.
Oh yeah, 23.
Well, what night works for you?
Oh well, you know, after this whole grave thing, maybe we can go tomorrow night.
Man, even with the mentioning the grave thing, she is still into it. Tomorrow, Dillick, you said?
Delicate.
Did you say tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah.
Dillick, that would be idyllic.
I love it. I love it.
All right,
right.
wonderful,
Alright,
wonderful.
right.
All
All
right.
right.
Singing sisters tomorrow night. Me and you.
Sounds great.
I'll bring the ice wine.
All right. All right. Meanwhile, Agnes is in Leaf Bottoms, talking to Joan and Frederick. How did you want to approach the subject, Agnes?
I think that I'm just going to, since they are pretty much the main place for buying produce, if they had any idea what kind of beans they were, and if they were beans that I might actually be able to grow or use in some way.
So you sort of ask her. I don't know. May I see the bag of beans?
Sure.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen any beans like this in my life, and I've seen a lot of beans. Joan, have you seen a bean like this? No, I can't say that I have. I don't
Would
know.
you suggest some kind of growing? Like, do these look like they would grow?
I mean,
or are they only for eating?
and Joan's fairly shy. She just goes away. But Frederick's, I mean, I've never known a bean not to grow. Yeah, I think it would grow. I don't know. We could try it. I've got some pots.
Yeah, I'd like to see what these beans grow into.
Sure. Okay. Let's.
Or at least a couple of them. Are they all similar?
They all look. Yes, they all look similar.
All right, let's try just a couple of them just to see what happens.
Yeah. I got a couple of little pots right here. He takes sort of two earthenware pots, and out of a nearby thing, sort of scoops out some dirt and puts it in. And you guys take out 2 beans, 1 in each pot. He waters them amply.
And so I'm going to ask him, if you take care of both of these beans, I will let you keep one of the pots, and I will keep the other.
Well, sure. I mean, the chance to see a new type of plant. I mean, I admit that excites me very much. That sounds like a wonderful deal.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. We'll see what happens.
I'm sitting at the ringing bell. If you happen to see any sprouts or buds coming along, I'll be right next door. For the most part. You can leave word with Tagus.
Oh my god.
Is this too much for you to keep track of, DM?
Oh no. Shit's about to happen.
Oh boy.
What the heck is going on, Paelias?
I think he's cleaning.
We're snuggling.
All right. See you later.
Okay. Now, is across the street a place where I can get, wasn't there a place that the apothecary, would that have, things like glass beads?
So you walk out of the Leaf Bottoms Market.
Yep.
Sovoy's apothecary is around the corner there.
Would they have, glass beads? Or crystal beads, that's what I
Finric,
need.
what do you say as she walks out, Finric?
Hey, how'd it go? What kind of beans are they?
Actually, they have no idea, so we're going to try growing them.
I'm going to need you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Dexterity, 15.
15.
Okay, well, it's my first roll was an 11, but I do have advantage against being frightened.
Frightened?
Yeah.
And
Right
that's
in
not going to
poison.
help. So it's an 11.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So Agnes walks out of Leaf Bottom's Market, and she turns to Finric, and Finric asks, "What type of beans were they?" And she says that they're going to find out. And right as you say that, out of the ground,
Oh God.
piercing Leaf Bottom's Market, splitting it into 4, a giant stone pyramid rises out of the ground, knocking both of you backwards. Agnes gets thrown across the street and hits against the Singing Sisters Inn. Finric gets thrown through the air, and when you land, you take a d6 damage. And Leaf Bottom's Market is gone. In its place is a 60-foot wide at each of its corners pyramid jutting up into the air.
Oh, I feel terrible about
They called
this.
us the
Well, I
troublemakers.
feel a lot better about my life.
And I think that's where we're gonna end for today.
Oh my God.
All we do is dig up some graves.
Oh.
Oh my
God.
Oh my god!
That's why I don't shop.
I had a whole other ending planned for tonight.
You had a different ending?
And then I rolled a 93 for the bag of beans.
Oh,
Oh boy.
that's big.
All right. Join us next week when we see if what the frick is going to happen. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you next Friday. All right.